There's something people don't talk about enough in sim racing. That moment where your heart's pounding, your hands are shaking, you can barely hold your line. It's not bad driving, it's anxiety. Real full body stress, and if you felt it, you know it's brutal. Now, I study psychotherapy. When I started noticing this happening during my races, sweaty palms, tunnel vision, brain fog, I didn't just assume it was nerves or lack of exposure. I recognized the signs of a nervous system in survival mode, because here's the truth. Your body doesn't care if it's just a sim. It reacts to perceived threat like it's real. Someone sends it up the inside, your system fires off like you're about to crash in real life. Fight, flight, or freeze. And none of these help you hit an apex. In this video, I'm going to break down what's really going on when your brain panics mid-race, and more importantly, how to get yourself back. Breathing resets, mental anchors, nervous system tools, all grounded in psychotherapy and battle-tested in the heat of sim racing. Let's go. The biology of panic. Let's talk about what actually happens to your body when anxiety kicks in mid-race. When you're in a battle, especially a close and aggressive one, your brain is constantly scanning for threat, and if it detects one, it sends a signal to your nervous system saying, "We are not safe." Now, as someone who studies this, I know this isn't just mental, it's deeply physical. Your amygdala, the brain's internal alarm system, lights up. That triggers a cascade. Your hypothalamus signals your adrenal glands to release adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart rate spikes, your muscles tense, your breathing gets shallow and quick, your vision narrows. That's what we call tunnel vision. Your body's shifting into survival mode, even though you're sitting in a sim rig. This is called the sympathetic nervous system activation, or fight or flight. And here's the kicker. In this state, your brain is no longer prioritizing performance, it's prioritizing survival. That's why you forget your breaking point, why you lock up, why your hands start to overreact or freeze altogether. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logical thinking and fine motor control, gets suppressed. It's not because you're a bad driver, it's because your biology has taken the wheel and it's terrified. The real goal here isn't just to calm down, it's to bring yourself back into your window of tolerance, that optimal zone where you're alert but relaxed, focused but flexible, where your body isn't fighting you, it's working with you. And that is when you really start driving. If you're nodding along right now, and if you've ever felt that heart race, breath hold, brain vanish moment in the middle of a lap, hit subscribe, not just because it helps the channel, but because this is what we talk about here. The mental game of sim racing, trying to get better, and not so much get faster, but just to have more fun, feel like we're doing a better job. So how do you know when you're actually racing in panic mode? Sometimes it's obvious, like when your breathing goes haywire and your hands are shaking. But often it's more subtle. You just think you're off that day, but it's actually your nervous system screaming for help. Here's a few dead giveaways. Number 1, you forget the basics. You're halfway through the race and suddenly you can't remember your braking point, even though you've driven that corner 100 times. Number 2, you're overcorrecting everything. Every little slide feels like a spin and you're sawing at the wheel, chasing the car instead of guiding it. Your movements get jerky, not because you lack technique, but because your fine motor control is compromised. Number 3, you stop breathing. This one sounds a little bit dramatic, but I see it constantly in myself even. Drivers hold their breath through braking zones or battles, not realizing how much oxygen deprivation affects focus. Number 4, tunnel vision kicks in. You lose spatial awareness. You can't tell how close the car is behind. You start fixating at the one point like their bumper or missing the bigger picture. And lastly, number 5, you feel detached. Have you ever had that weird floaty feeling, like where it's you just watching yourself in a race, not actually racing? That's dissociation, which is your nervous system trying to escape. No bueno. And none of these mean you're broken. They just mean you're outside of your window of tolerance. And the best part, that window can be expanded. You can train your body to stay in the zone, even under intense pressure. Next, I'll show you exactly how. So you're mid-race, your heart's pounding, your hands are sweaty, you feel your focus slipping. What now? Here are the tools that I use as a sim racer and a psychotherapy student to get myself back in the window and stay there. Number 1 would be the physiological sigh. This comes straight from neuroscience research. 2 short inhales through the nose, followed by a long exhale through the mouth. So inhale, inhale again, and then exhale. Do that 2 to 3 times and you're literally sending a calm down signal from your lungs to your brainstem. It lowers your heart rate fast. And using this during long straights, formation laps, or even while holding a defensive line could really improve your mojo. Number 2, self-talk anchors. Your internal monologue matters. If you're thinking, don't screw up, don't choke, guess what? You're priming your brain for panic. Swap it with a grounding phrase, like I've been here before, I know what to do, just drive the car. Keep it short, calm, and confident. Say it out loud if you have to. You're resetting your story. Number 3, very important, recenter your vision. Tunnel vision is a biological response. Break it by moving your gaze, not just your eyes, but your head. Glance at the mirrors, look further down the track, force your awareness wider. It snaps you out of hyperfocus and re-engages your spatial awareness. And lastly, number 4 is body grounding. There's many ways you can do this, but feel your hands on the wheel, wiggle your toes, push your feet into the pedals. This isn't weird, it's called somatic regulation, and you're reminding your body, hey buddy, we're still here, we're okay. Do it between corners, do it under braking, it does work. The key with all these techniques? They're fast, they're quiet, and they work in real time. You don't need to pause the race or meditate for 5 minutes. You just need intentional inputs, tiny tools that signal safety to your brain. This is not real meta of sim racing, not outdriving your opponent, but out-regulating your own nervous system. So if you've ever felt embarrassed by your nerves in a race, if you've ever rage quit, blanked out, or panicked in a braking zone, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You're not weak. You're not a mental case, you're just running hot, and your nervous system's doing its best to keep you safe. But safety and speed don't have to be opposites. You can teach your body to stay grounded under pressure. You can train your system the same way you train your lines, your setups, and your muscle memory. That's what this whole video is about. Racing isn't just physical, it's psychological, and the better that you understand that, the more calm, clean, and competitive you become. If this resonates with you, drop a comment. Let me know what your biggest trigger is in a race. What gets under your skin? What knocks you off your game? And if this helped you feel even slightly less alone, hit like, hit subscribe, share this with someone who thinks they'd choke under pressure. They probably don't. They just haven't trained their nervous system yet. See you in the next one, guys.